You can enjoy it.
I've not been briefed. Really?
Yeah, I'm not enjoying it.
Okay, I'm going to spitball. I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to hand it over to you straight away, though.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to hand over to that.
Is this the one that I'm
It's
looking
been
at?
so long.
I'll be stuck with
That
it, I
one.
can't even lie to
Down the
you.
middle.
Mm.
Oh, I'm so scared.
It's so long.
No, this is weird.
It's
This
been
is
so long.
weird.
It's been so long.
Right, fuck it.
Wait, keep peeking.
That's fine.
It feels weird with people here.
Mhm.
We've got a live studio audience today.
I like
Yeah.
it. Wait, no, we haven't introed it. You can't say cool things like that
Okay.
yet.
I'll let it.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to this very special episode of The Drop, brought to you by myself, the arch nemesis.
Tom.
Zac.
Zac Whyte.
We're a very enthusiastic bunch,
Yeah.
bringing you a very special episode
It's so late.
of The Drop. We've been gone for a little while, haven't we, boys?
2
It's
years.
been a while, yeah.
Nearly 3.
Yeah, we've all branched out, a bit like Beyonce did with Destiny's Child. But we're back for a
so
very,
tired.
very
Oh, my
special,
word.
very special episode, and I actually don't know what we're talking about, so I'm going to hand you over to our host, Tommy Wright.
Hi everyone. We're going to ask some questions to each other. Actually, the first question I'm going to ask is to arch nemesis. What do you prefer on a roller coaster, the launch or the drop?
Is that how we're going to go?
I told you I had a question for you to start us off.
I didn't realise I was going to get dropped in the deep end like that.
There we go. Answer.
The break
Take
run coming
The
soon.
break run.
To a
not
podcast.
the.
I like hang time.
Hang time.
Hang time is my favourite. Not
No.
joking. Love.
There's going to be so much bleeping, man.
Oh my
I've
Hang
word.
time.
literally got
yeah.
3
I'll say
cameras
hang
sat
time.
it right now.
Who's that?
Anyway,
Who's Amy, who's Jesse, who's Matt?
so
Oh.
what's everyone been doing for the past 2 years?
Oh yeah, because we can nutshell that in a podcast. Still enthusiastic, still enjoying roller coasters. I'm personally making music and living life.
Are you? Joking.
To be fair, everyone's been doing bits though, like the past couple of years. Everyone's been doing mad moves.
Could we just say we have got 2 people staring at us quite,
Yeah,
and
it's
it is
very,
quite nerve wracking.
It's terrifying.
We've got a live studio audience for the first time. Clap or something. We'll add like
Yeah.
we'll add like the what's
Yeah,
it?
and the placards and shit.
No, what's it called? What's it called when they?
Audience laughter.
No?
Yeah, no,
Wow.
the laugh track.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like a laugh track.
We'll have a
and
laugh
stuff.
track.
Yeah, so that can be funny. So yeah, it's been nearly 3 years. What have you been doing? And let's talk about the last year because 2 years is
Okay.
far too long. I ain't got time.
Go on.
Do you want me
Give me
to?
the bleep. There's gonna be more bleep on this
This
fucking
is gonna
launch
be
episode.
chaos.
Jesus
This is gonna be
fucking
chaos.
Christ.
I don't
So,
know.
the
Where
last
should we
year,
start?
let's talk about.
The last year's been great. You know what I've been doing in the last year, which is exciting. Like events, like theme
Yeah.
park events, have been sick. I went to a Towers Times event and had the time of my life.
Oh yeah, I'm very jealous of that.
Like I'm not even joking. I'm not taking the mick. I really enjoyed Towers Times event.
They look sick though, to be fair.
It was
They did
great
look sick.
fun. I've been to 2 now.
Sober?
And, no, like legit. Like the daytime being sober was great, and then the nighttime being
Went downhill.
not sober was also great. So wonderful.
Yeah.
What about you? What have you been up to, bro?
Towers really.
Mm.
I haven't really done many events. I didn't do Scare. Well, I did do Scarefest at Towers. I worked there, which we'll get into, I'm sure, in a bit. What have I enjoyed this year? Mostly the Scare seasons.
Mm.
Scare season, I've done quite a few bits. Unlocked was good. It was alright, I guess. Which I'm sure we'll get into again in a minute. But yeah, I've just been working really at Towers. Been at uni, doing other jobs as well. Busy.
Mm.
Busy is the word. But theme park stuff, yeah. Halloween was a highlight, I think.
Halloween was sick this year. I can't even lie.
Zach got an
I
Oscar
did.
this year.
Mm.
Oh, I did technically. I did get a little award.
Mm.
What the Star Awards or some shit?
Oh no, it's just a little
Oh.
personalised
Oh.
Darkest Depths award.
Oh right.
But you know,
Best actor in this maze on this day.
best actor
In this room.
Yeah.
Participation
Yeah.
badge.
Love it.
Had himself to compete with.
But you were working at Scarefest, right?
Yes.
What attraction were you working in?
Darkest Depths. Thank you.
Thank you, audience. Thank you, audience.
Honestly, I can't lie. Time of my life.
So let's start at the beginning then. How did that come about?
Ooh, audition. By the way, Scarefest auditions are scary business. I won't even lie.
Really?
It was sick. It's so worth it. It starts off kind of like nerve wracking.
But rewarding.
Yeah, it's rewarding. It just becomes so much fun as well because they make it really like funny and entertaining. But like acting Scarefest was mad. That was wild. Literal time of my life, as I say. Darkest Depths as well. It was like being put in an attraction like Darkest Depths was, I don't know, you just feel lucky because it's such a crazy attraction to work in, because it's an award-winning attraction as well, obviously, but we were extra lucky this season because our cast was insane.
I remember the first year.
Insane.
I remember the first year. I think we did you do it as well that year?
What's that?
Darkest Depths, like 2019.
When it was in the courtyard.
Yeah.
The first year, because I remember my friend used to work there, and he was saying that was the scariest maze, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's a kids' maze." Why did we? And it was fucking insane.
Yeah, it got a lot of kudos that year, didn't it? Because
good
it
though.
sort of stood out.
But I actually haven't done it since it's been moved
Dude,
at all.
I'm the opposite. I never did the first.
Yeah,
Oh, it
same.
was so good.
But
It was so good.
evidently this year just gone, because we got insane like rave reviews in Darkest Depths. I don't know how much of it you guys saw, but we got, well, Ellie obviously did it as well, got to do it. But like the reviews we got for it this year were mad. Like the cast was levels.
Proud of you, bro.
It was sick to be as thank you. It was
We
sick
do it
to be
again?
as part of just
Bad.
yeah, I'm gassed.
Drop approved. We
Drop
can say
approved,
that. Drop
fact.
approved.
First drop of proof thing
First
in
drop
3 years.
First
Yes.
drop of proof thing I've ever done as well.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, so Chris isn't here, obviously. Chris isn't very well. We've tried to make it work, but then I got COVID. And now Tom Garden's got COVID. Rest easy, bro.
Yeah,
not related,
lovely.
not related, by the way.
yeah,
I didn't give him
what's that got to do with
COVID.
it?
But yeah, so yeah, Chris can't be here, but we'll get into that later, I'm sure.
Shout
But
out,
we
Chris.
might do another one next year, or this year now.
Shout out, Chris.
And we'll get him in, but it's just not worked out because it's hard to get all
this
three of
time
us
around.
together as it is.
Yeah,
So-
I've got a really busy schedule these days, so it's it's
Have
kind of
you?
tough. Yeah, so I think maybe you have to get in touch with my agent Jake Bamford.
Oh, we need to bring Bamford back for one, surely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we need to do something.
Surely.
We need to do something with like the friends of the job. I think would be cool. Just like a big podcast with everyone.
Drop Unlocked. No, I'm joking.
The
I'm
launch.
joking.
Yeah, drop and lots.
Drop locked. No. So yeah, we can get into that actually. Unlocked.
Unlocked.
So
Was-
is it you go? How did it start for you? From your part of involvement with it. Obviously, if you don't know, Jack Silkstone put an event at Thorpe Park after Friday night, so it was early November, wasn't it? Where all the Halloween, all the Friday nights mazes were open,
Yeah.
and there was a big after party, pre-party, during party.
Yeah. The whole thing was a bit of a carnival. I loved it.
It was mad. It was sick. But so you talk about your involvement with it because yours is going to be different to mine.
Yeah, I can't speak on Jack's event. It was entirely Jack's event. I was just lucky to be a small part of it. But I remember years back sort of asking Jack, would you ever do like a meet and greet style thing? And he was like, not in that capacity. Like he wanted to make it special. And I remember this is years ago, him saying he wanted to make it special and have certain attributes from a theme park that people could come and experience, and then he would also be a part of putting on. I don't want to put words in his mouth here, but he was really excited about that. And then a couple.
And
of
there
years
will be a
on-
video coming, I'm sure, where we talk about all of how it came about from Jack's perspective. But
Yeah, I
talking
think he's
from our
going to make
involvement.
like an after movie or
Yeah,
something.
definitely.
But it was to see him succeed and sort of go above and beyond that idea from what was a few years ago, just maybe having like a ride open and then bringing people along is insane, because he managed to, have the whole of Thorpe Park open for attractions at Halloween and then throw a massive party. It was amazing, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but I've been toying with saying probably one of the best nights of my entire life.
Wow.
Which is
It looks sick.
it's crazy.
So big up Jack Silkstone for that.
Yeah, so massive thanks to Jack
Yeah,
for
yeah,
letting
definitely.
that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up, Jack.
Yeah, it was a bit weird for me because I didn't really, in all honesty, I didn't really know what it was because I've not looked into it that much because I was working so much over the summer and like towards Halloween that I didn't really have a chance to look at any events, anything like that, or really watch anything. And then he asked me to do the filming, which you might see in the after movie if it gets done.
It will come out one day.
It'll be out. So I didn't really know what I was going into. I didn't know what the plan was for the night or anything. But he was just like, "Can you come?" Like this was like a week before or something, wasn't it? And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So I went along, and me and Coaster Dan were filming, weren't we? Shout out Coaster Dan.
Big up.
And I think the first thing I thought was like, this is insane. Like
The scale, I think,
Yeah,
really impressed
just like
me.
a bunch of theme park geeks have pulled this off. Insane.
It is sick to think.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
It's
isn't it,
mad.
to think,
It's mad.
yeah.
But just like the whole finish of the event was just insane. Like everything was thought about. Everything, every little detail. And it was good to do Thorpe Park. I've never done Fright Nights or Thorpe Park before.
It was nice to be with you for your first time experiencing Thorpe Park.
The
That
weirdest
was
scenario for me was seeing like your story, and it was where you were going, ew it, and there was the swarm, and I was like, why is Tommy Wright at Thorpe Park?
It was
mad.
it was such a
I can't
hectic
imagine you at
few
Thorpe Park,
days
bro, it's
because
crazy.
I was literally like I was working my day job all week, and then it was a Thursday night because then I only did Towers on Fridays, and I knew I was at Towers the next day because that was the last night of my time at Towers.
Yeah.
So the first night of fireworks. So I literally was there till like 12, something like that.
You put a shift in.
Then I literally had a hotel booked on the M1, so I drove from Thorpe Park, stayed in the hotel, left the hotel at 6 o'clock in the morning to drive to Alton Towers to open the ride. So it was a hectic. Ellie's trying to manoeuvre herself around
She
the
looks like
cameras.
Tom Cruise in Mission
Just
Dude,
don't
this
knock
is
the
some-
cameras.
Oh, this is some Tomb Raider. Where's she trying to get to?
Yeah, why watch? Okay.
There's a camera right there.
Now the washing
I
machine's
respect
on.
the effort.
And
Oh, I
there's
should just put
there's
the
a
washing
cable
machine
in-
on, switch it off.
And there's a cable in front of the camera.
Yeah, just yeah, we'll cut that. Fix that in post.
To be fair, I'm glad you're down there now.
wish
'cause
you
look
guys
so
could see what
awkward
we
sitting
do.
on
Wait
the
there.
side.
Let's. I'll cut this in.
Insert clip here of what we're
This
looking
is
at.
wild.
This is the view. So Ellie's just got from there
The worktop.
round there, but obviously as you can see there's a
Rather than
million and
going,
one
the
wires.
easy way
She's
around,
literally
she's
on the
ducked
worktop,
under the,
just
Yeah,
the
she's
cable.
just sat near the kettle there.
I love it.
Sound.
Techie.
Dedication.
Great audience view.
Yeah.
Got a better view now.
And Bailey keeps on ducking and diving out. So yeah, Unlocked was great.
Yeah.
I wish
Mazes
I
were
went.
great.
I wish I went.
Survival Games was a madness with us too.
loved-
Long day.
It's just so good in terms of exclusivity of the event. It was, you had the opportunity to lap these attractions, and also it was just such like a quiet environment compared to what Thorpe Park Friday Nights usually is. You know, the UK's premier like Halloween event. It's insane. It's massive. So
Darkest Step.
it's like the UK's like best Halloween events. No, I'm joking. It was just it was a proper spectacle, and it was great to be with you. And Zac, you were sorely missed.
Yeah, we were
I was
saying
there
that.
in
We were saying
FaceTime.
that.
You were there.
And
on
obviously-
FaceTime.
and obviously speaking
Shout
of-
out Tom Garden.
And also speaking of Jake Bamford, and we were watching the show. What's the show called? Near the buses? I'm terrible.
Oh, the pantomime.
Yes, the what is it? Amity?
Oh, the Amity High show.
Yeah.
The
So I was
show
there watching the show. I don't know what the show's called. Sorry. And then Jake Bamford just appears from behind me, and we're just like. I went to Hotel Chocolate Cafe on the way, and I was just like, okay, you're here now. I was just like, I didn't even know you were coming, but okay.
That man appears.
It just
in
appeared and then he
the
disappeared
craziest
again.
places.
Love him.
But no, great night. I'm glad I couldn't drink, I think, because it would have gone it wouldn't have gone a different way. It would have just been a long day.
Vibing.
Wouldn't it, Ellie? Yeah, Ellie's nodding her
A
head.
long day.
But no, it was a good event. Good vibes.
Loved it.
Loved it. So well done, Jack.
I
Jackson,
wish
for
I
that
would.
event.
Drop approved.
Looks-
Drop approved. Gentle claps. So work. What work have you been doing? Can you, anything you can talk about?
Yeah, all the stuff I've done this year has been really exciting. I've done some music work for Fear at Avon Valley, which I've absolutely loved doing because I've never been there before, and it was always like a bucket list thing for me to do as a big horror/scare event fan. Working really closely with them was amazing. So I managed to do not only queue line audio for them, but within the attraction, whether that was like pre-show or triggers, sound effects, zonal audio within the attraction. I think I ended up doing something like 50 tracks just for two experiences this Halloween, which is quite different to what I'm usually used to doing, which is just one soundtrack of a queue line or something. So it's great to get kind of more hands-on with scare experiences from a guest perspective, going from like the entry to the exit. I've loved doing
Just
that.
like the whole package.
That's it.
Because like, will you have to make everything, even though you're doing like 50 tracks?
Mm.
Would you have to make all of them like flow together basically?
So sometimes you have to weave a consistent melody in between 6 of them, So that's
So
what,
it's like seamless between rooms or scenes or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
like I like creating a motif that you can hear throughout. That's kind of what we wanted when I was speaking to the team there. We wanted to almost have it like a film score, like a melody that you can hear in the cue
like
line.
a signature sound. And
That's
stuff.
it.
That's
100%. So I'm hoping to obviously head there again as a guest this year. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to see that scare event grow. Obviously, love doing work for Thorpe Park again, and
What did you do at Thorpe Park?
I did a lot of stuff. A few scare zones. So they changed the crows this year. They added like a new section, and they wanted to expand on the storyline of the crows.
That was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
That was fun to do. In terms of the audio for that, we had 3 different tracks now. Instead of one soundtrack for the whole zone, it would start with like a storytelling, essentially voiceover with like a sound bed in the background explaining the story of the crows, and then it would go into like a lighter soundtrack for when you enter the scare zone, and then a darker version of the soundtrack when you leave the scare zone. So it's kind of, again, it's, you know, the teams at these amazing places thinking, how do we start guests off with a narrative and then just scare the bejesus out of them, and how do I do that with my music? So I loved doing that. So much fun because I loved the soundtrack I did for them last year.
Because I suppose as well, like, your job isn't to scare them. Your job is to set the tone, isn't it, for the
sure.
attraction?
Yeah, it's like I'm doing a little through ball to the players who are the actors. Essentially, I'm passing the ball and they're striking it in the back of the net by impact scaring or, you know all about it.
I was gonna, to be fair, it's crazy how much audio, like, as an actor, it's crazy how much audio helps. Audio is really great in scare attractions.
Well, we all know because all
It
4 of
adds so
us
much.
have acted before.
Yes, yeah.
It's mad.
But then by the end of the run, you are sick of hearing that.
Oh, yeah.
Sick of hearing that same music over and over again.
Audio is the best part. Like, I think audio is the biggest contributor towards immersion as well, and like atmosphere, for sure.
Well, I think it's as important as anything else, really, isn't it? It's the same as a lot of things. Isn't
Audio
it?
can sometimes just go hand in hand perfectly with loads of other elements and just create something really special. And if you're an actor and you can impact scare on a stab of an instrumental, you're winning. Like, you've won, because that's basically, if you bombard someone's senses, they're always gonna either be off balance or just completely terrified by it. So that's something cool as an actor. If you can work out a soundtrack, know when something's coming, like a sting or a stab, use it.
Use it to your advantage.
We had it in depth in the cannon scene.
Yes.
Which, by the way, was the scene I won an award for. But like, no, because obviously in that scene, every like few seconds, there's these massive like cannonball sounds that go off, and over time, like throughout the night, you learn the sequencing of the cannonballs, and you just learn to like work it into your scares or like into your performance, and it's mad. Like,
it was like a
performance
similar
you
thing.
deliver is crazy
A similar
with
thing
audio.
we had in Ash Hell was the lighting.
I knew you were
Yes,
gonna say
yes,
that.
yes.
Because if
That's
you
just
work
so-
out the lights,
Like,
Dude.
because I remember, I think it was on 3 times, off for 3 seconds, on for 3 seconds, then do the cycle again. So if you could move while that light was off,
if you're in
and
the
then,
dark and
yeah,
you're
just
gone,
bang right in the face when that light comes
you've
off.
won. You've won.
Yeah, that was good fun to do.
Yeah, cool. So that's a little insight into the world of scary.
Into
And
the
how
arch
music
nemesis.
and lighting and actors,
They're
like,
amazing.
that's why it all comes together, and that's why I think I personally class it as magic, because when you can get all of that working in, if that's all coherent and working together, it's tough to, that's special, that's magic in my eyes. I love it.
Yeah, and I think that, like, it's hard to find everything that falls together in a maze. You don't see it often.
Sometimes it's clunky and doesn't work, so when it does, that's when an attraction becomes really special and wins awards like Darkest Depths.
Let's go. Darkest Depths is a stunning attraction. Just putting it out there. I love that movie.
What have I been doing? Alton Towers.
Yeah, man, I've heard you've been working there. Well,
No
you've
way,
been
what'd
hard
you do?
there.
Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I've been with. I'm trying to think how it even came about. So, what's that? So I was working on Spin Jam as part of Retro Squad from like June or July until the end of the season. So I met Mitchell Wilmot, who owns the ride, also known as Air Raid when it's not at Alton Towers.
Yeah. Has it got Captain America on it underneath there?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
No, my
I don't
bad.
think so. I've only
Fake
seen
news.
it once, but without it being on
Right.
Towers, so I can't remember. But yeah, so I knew Mitchell, and I'd kind of heard word that it was going in the park, but obviously didn't pressure him for answers because lots of paperwork and stuff. But then he kind of asked the question a few weeks later, once it all got announced, pretty much the same day as it all got announced, asking if I want to go. And I said yes, but I couldn't at the time. So they kind of went quiet for a few months, and then I told him what days I could do because I still do my day job, still at uni, and I told him what days I could do, made it work, and then started work there, hard, long commute, 16-hour days. But no, it was good. It was good to see. It was good to get involved in the industry. Very different
attraction as
yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it was good fun. But yeah, it was kind of, it was just weird how it all kind of every like me working on there was complete chance. Like I met him by chance, and then he just asked me so I was technically working for Mellors there. So it was a bit different to how it'd work if you were working directly for Towers.
Yeah.
But it was good fun, hard work. Lots of good people. Customers are great. It's very different to any other job because if you work in retail or hospitality, a lot of people aren't happy to be there.
Right.
Whereas at theme parks, 99% of people are
Smart.
so gassed to be
It's
there.
a great environment to work.
It's
in,
so
isn't it?
like
It's
you feed off other people's energy so
Yeah.
much. And yeah, it was good.
I'm
Good fun.
glad, bro. Drop approved.
Drop approved.
Drop approved. Let's go.
What have you been up to?
What I've been up to?
Yeah.
Scarefest and Nemesis.
Yeah, man.
And
talk
you
to
just
us-
said-
Nemesis.
talk to
Talk
us
about
about
Nemesis.
because it can all be spoken about now.
Just
Flex the
saying,
drip.
Yeah.
representing what I was very,
You have to blur it
very
out so
lucky
on
about.
Towers don't come for you.
Oh yeah, actually, but I did pay for it to be fair. Nemesis.
Oh yeah, I've
So
sorted the boys out
Nemesis.
today. Oh yeah, we're filming at the flat.
Yeah.
At my flat. So yeah, tell us about Nemesis.
Nemesis
So
was
so
surreal.
did you get asked to do that after Scarefest, or did you always know it was going to be on the cards?
It was kind of like halfway through. They started kind of like hiring, asking performers who had acted Scarefest if they wanted to do this, and I obviously put my name down. I was like, yeah, absolutely. They didn't tell us what it was at first. It was just kind of
because I was going to say like even though you hear stuff when you're working there, or even like as a community, there was no wind of that until it got announced.
Yeah, it was
like,
a
at
very,
all.
very well kept secret. Very well kept secret.
So that was good, but then yeah, it was just sick. I mean, I wasn't there.
Surreal,
but
yeah.
it was mad.
It was what I think the wildest part of it for me was, so I obviously played the role of a phalanx operative, which is mad enough in itself. 'Cause we
Yeah.
haven't even seen them on park for years.
It's a pretty cool thing to say.
I was like, I'm a
On the
phalanx
last day
operative.
of the original Nemesis.
Wow.
Yeah, true. So it was just very rewarding, especially. I mean, it was my first upside down roller coaster as well that I'd ever been on. So
Same.
it felt crazy to think. I remember having this weird moment where, because we obviously didn't go up until the fireworks started on the final
Oh
night.
yeah, of course, yeah.
So
yeah.
where my first position was like on the left hand side of the Nemesis gun. So I was like facing the fireworks. I remember having this like crazy moment, like in this phalanx uniform, like watching the fireworks, thinking like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like,
Wow.
This is mad to think.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years since I started getting into theme parks and stuff.
But I was kind of the same. Like when on my final night we watched the fireworks, because my
Yeah.
final night was the first night of the fireworks,
Yeah.
and we were watching because you have to go indoors if you're like on the park, and we were watching them from the Smiler station,
Nice.
and it was just like the fireworks were going off like behind the ride, and I was just like, this is sick.
It's a pinch me
Wow.
moment.
Yeah,
isn't
it was
It's
so
wild.
good. We were saying that earlier about you, like
Yeah.
you've obviously been doing some big jobs. Obviously, I'm sure you've got even bigger jobs planned that we can't talk about. But I remember 2-3 years ago, and you were like, "Oh, if one of my remixes get played at Thorpe Park in the Dome, oh, gosh, bro, my life would be made."
Yeah, it's
True.
yeah. I'm glad that we've all had those pinch me moments because they're so cool, and it's
Like,
all that
come a
we've
long
had them
way.
all in the same industry, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think is really
In
exciting.
like the same year as well.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it does
crazy.
feel like last year was, because we are recording this in 2023.
Yeah.
It does feel like last year was a grinding year
For sure.
for all three of us, for
Mad
sure.
year.
Foundations year for sure. I think just
Yeah.
like getting set up, starting something cool.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
it's setting up for this year more. So I feel like
Yeah.
more than anything.
Get the ball rolling.
But
Or
Onto bigger and better things always.
maybe not. You never know. No. So actually,
dropping the ball.
Bailey can pipe in at this point. We did some filming at Doncaster Fear Factory, straight to Halloween, and that was good fun.
I'd love to go there.
It
From-
honestly,
from your
it
review,
was my
it was
highlight
sick.
of the season by far.
Yeah.
It was so good, and they were so good as well, weren't they? Like they were like, it was a busy. We went there twice. Both nights were packed, and they were like, what we'll do is we'll send you through. We'll stop all the other groups coming through. You stop any scene, you direct them. Any of the actors how you want. Put up
perfect.
lights, put up this,
Perfect.
and they were just, and the videos came out sick. And
I'm
we've already
glad.
spoke about doing stuff for next year, or
Nice.
this year now. But yeah, if anyone's thinking about going to Doncaster Fear Factory, it's so good.
Make the
And-
trip. I'm going to be making the trip this year.
And one of the
That's what happened.
mazes, I was literally on the floor laughing in Pogo Club. It was just so funny, man.
What's the theme?
How do you even describe that? It was so it started off as a strip club,
It's like an infected strip club.
Wow.
but it's infected with clowns.
creative.
Yeah.
So the first thing you go into, I'll try and insert some clips or whatever, but the first thing you go into is like, there's like a burlesque dancer, and she's like getting you dancing, and then there's another woman that runs in saying, "Oh, you guys can't be here, blah blah blah. You need to hide in the toilets from John, who's the big scary
John.
plumber."
John,
Watch out for John. You know.
not John.
You go in the toilets, and obviously the back door opens, and then you go into a clown maze. I don't know the backstory or plot, but it was
Sounds like
absolutely
chaos.
hilarious because we've got loads of like holes where they tickle your legs from, and I just like at one point it was like in survival games where we just gave up, and I was just like, I can't do it. I was just sat in the corner, just like, I can't do it. It's just like I was laughing too much.
That's mad.
Troy got put in a box, and like I literally had hammers banging on this box, and he came out like that. So yeah, it was just such a fun maze.
Mad.
That was a highlight for me for sure.
That's
Beautiful.
sick.
And Yarna Gate, their other maze is very, very scary.
Cool.
Like 10 out of 10 scary.
Love that.
So yeah, what are your highlights from the year?
Oh, that's so tough, man.
That's
Orlando.
difficult.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Unlocked, Orlando. It kind of all comes around that September, October time. The most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, sorry for talking about Halloween, but we're all like really busy apart from Halloween.
Yeah,
So the
apart
time
from
we did
Halloween,
stuff
yeah.
was Halloween.
Yeah, that's what my highlight is. Probably HHN. I'm a big fan, and America do everything so big that I couldn't help but not be like in awe of what they do there. And it's been a 3-year gap since I've been able to visit, so I really enjoyed it. And them fusing a musician of the weekend with
Oh, that looks
a
so
scare
good.
attraction.
That looks so good.
They need to do a whole lot of red one. I can't lie.
But the
How
thing
mad
is,
would that be?
Yeah,
that
that
would
would
translate perfectly.
It
would
I
work
just don't know if
amazingly
the demographics there, but I would.
Yeah.
That's something I'd love to see.
It would be
Yeah,
sick.
that weekend maze looked incredible, and everyone like, even if they weren't like kind of in the loop sort of thing, like I watched a load of vlogs from there, and everyone was saying that was a standout maze by far.
It was impressive, and they reflected music and horror perfectly throughout the attraction, and it's got me excited as someone who I do love The Weeknd, so I'm biased, but if they were to do Metallica, who I couldn't name one song by Metallica, I would thoroughly enjoy it because I'd get into their music, I'd get excited for it through that, and then I'd see what sort of chaos they'd bring, or like Slipknot. And I hate that genre. Like, I don't listen to that genre, but if it worked well with The Weeknd, why can't they pull it off with another artist or band?
Yeah,
Like
make
Billie
it work.
Eilish was rumoured, that would have been spectacular as well.
Yeah.
So I hope they do more in the future.
What were your highlights from the year?
Again, it's got to be Darkest Depths. Like,
It's all Zach's going to talk about for the next hour.
You're still on payroll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still contracted. No, Darkest Depths is just time of my life.
I'm trying to think what else I
Time
did
of my
last
life.
year. Yeah, I did Chessington and Legoland. Never done them
Nice.
before. They were really good. I love Chessington. Good
It's a
little
beautiful
park.
place.
It's-
Beautiful
it's-
place.
It's very different to what I expected, but it's really, really good. Really nice theming. The zoo's sick.
Britain's wildest adventure.
The hotel was really nice. Stayed in the Safari Hotel. It was like Merlin discount for like 80 quid for a night. I was like, yeah, it's for like on being on site. That was including breakfast and everything. Really recommend it.
Thoughts on the water park that they're potentially
I'm
creating?
here for it.
Yeah.
Fully here for it.
I'm here for it. I just hope they do more with it. It looked like there wasn't a lot going on with it. You know, it had a lazy
But it's
river.
very
that
early
was
concepts, isn't it? So a
true.
lot
So
of
they
change.
could add more to it. I mean, it'll be sick regardless. It'll be cool to have something else to do. it would cool
I feel
to
like we
have
do need
Chessington
more
do a big
like
development
big scale
like that.
water parks in the UK because it's always raining here, obviously.
Facts.
So it makes
Indoor
sense.
part of it is beautiful.
Exactly.
And I just want rapids. It might not happen, but I'm a rapids enthusiast.
I am,
They
yeah.
are
Big up
fun.
Centre Parks.
Centre Parks is the
They're
coolest
brutal
rapids.
though. They
If,
write you
yeah,
off.
if your
You
hips
come
aren't
off
bruised
battered and bruised.
after Centre Parks, you've done it wrong.
Facts.
You've done it
Facts.
wrong.
Big time.
And obviously Jumanji, Land of Jumanji.
Yeah,
that's coming.
exciting. Yeah, that's coming this year, isn't it?
Yeah, so when we went, it was like quite early into the build. It was like when the like framework for that is it tiger lion?
It's like a big leopard thing.
Yeah, so with the main sculpture of the area, and even then it's not a big footprint, is it, for land?
They've squeezed it in nicely,
Yeah,
haven't they?
instead they've got a B&M Wind Rider in there. It's
That's mad.
impressive,
I
isn't
can't
it?
believe that's coming.
Yeah.
Impressive structure as well.
Wow.
That massive bit of theming. Yeah, it's exciting. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Some new visuals came out the other day for it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Drone footage.
Oh, very cool.
Kieran Adams.
Yeah,
Shout out Kieran Adams.
Big up Kieran. Smashing it.
Yeah.
Smashing it as well.
Oh, Kieran's doing mad bits.
Smashing
Nobody can
it.
compete with him.
They've been running shit, to be fair. It's
What else is? Legoland was good. Dragon, great cred.
Yeah.
Wait, you went on a cred? Drop approved. Drop approved.
Drop approved.
Drop approved.
Incredible.
Yeah, great little roller coaster. It's crazy. I went to a theme park and went on the most thrilling ride there.
That's up to you, bro.
Shame it was at Legoland. It was really busy when I went. I'm trying to think what else I did. Huh? No,
Did you
not?
not?
It's not a simulator. Come on, I would
No.
vomit.
Skyline's
everywhere.
fire. Skyline.
And it was packed as well. It was absolutely heaving there. What else is there?
At Lego.
I remember I wanted to do the scuba thing, but I'd gone to the back up to the top, and I was like, I can't be asked to walk back down and back up again.
Oh, it's a tough one.
And it was a
To
hot
travel.
day as well. It was a hot day. So yeah, the log flume was like an hour and 45-minute queue.
Oh, wow.
So was that jet ski ride.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they're called. Sorry, guys.
It's cool. I love the shows at Legoland. I always think they have really good.
I like the
entertainment.
Chessington because I went when it was Mardi Gras.
Nice.
So I might have heard some familiar music.
Hey.
You never know.
Can I quickly speak about that?
Go
please?
for it.
So that's another one which Chessington slightly changed the brief on because they were revamping their cast of animals that were performing on the stage on their big Rawsome stage experience. So
Is that the one with the permanent benches outside the front?
Yes,
Yeah.
they've got a new one actually this year, which is really exciting. But yeah, they wanted some new styles and genres of music that reflected the artists that were performing on the show, so you could see them during the day, and then you could also hear that reflected throughout the park. So I took the old soundtrack and then revisited some of the genres where it went into. I think it was first year. It was like Led Zebra, Lady Rah Rah. So it was like rock and pop, and then
Mad.
that's 2022 was like Snoop Frog, so I added like hip hop with like loads of like ribbits and stuff in the background. That was such a fun one to do, so it was nice to like reproduce that soundtrack. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was a good event. I did enjoy it. Like I said, Chesterton was just great. It was good to get on Toon Blaster. Heartbreaking at the same time because I did watch some POVs of it as Terror Tomb, and I was like,
You're a big fan of Terror Tomb, aren't you, bro?
yeah, I nearly cried. I just want Abdab back, to be honest.
Abdab.
And that soundtrack, the original soundtrack, because it was amazing.
Chessington have some amazing soundtracks, like Bubbleworks.
Oh yeah, the original.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm talking about the classics, like even like Vampire, like the station.
Shad
is
Vampire
beautiful.
soundtrack.
Marcel.
Banging. It's
Marcel
hard.
on
Chilling.
the keys.
But yeah, it was a good little park. I do want to get back there, especially when Jumanji opens. But I have to say, I haven't got a Merlin pass anymore because I got rid of it because obviously I was working at Tower, so there wasn't really any point of having one.
Yeah.
But I might get another one. I'm not sure yet. I have to
Sick.
see. We've got big things happening over at Towers as well.
Mad stuff happening at Towers.
Yeah.
There's so much development going on at Towers.
It is crazy. I was saying
It's
this
exciting.
like how we're like some seasons, some close seasons, you'd be like begging for any TLC, just like fix a
Yeah.
fountain and nothing happens, and then now we've got
Everything's
3
coming at once,
major
isn't it?
Now it's
developments.
like for the
at
next
once.
3 years we've got mad developments to look
Yeah.
forward to.
Yeah,
Big ones as well.
It's good they're coming. I think it's needed.
Yeah, but it's just obviously Project Horizon.
That's
mad.
gonna be sick. I'm well intrigued to see what direction they're going with that.
Well,
Because obviously details are really like scarce at the moment. We don't really know a lot about it, but it looks, whatever it is, it looks like it's going to be sick.
But the thing is they've done it well because they'll be able to hide so much from the public because it's indoor, so they won't have to declare too much of sound levels and bits and bobs like that.
True.
Not necessarily layouts. They won't have to make that public domain anyway.
That's the thing as well. We don't even know because obviously they're intending for there to be like a ride in that area. There's so many theories of what it could be. No one.
Flying
it could
theatre,
be anything.
roller coaster.
Coaster, dark
ride.
Dark ride. Could be anything.
I'm excited for whatever they bring.
Sick.
Yeah, it's
Jewel.
gonna be good. That's exciting.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I didn't even think it needed too much love and care because I think it's a beautiful ride.
Just need like tidied up, I
It's
think,
fun,
but then
isn't
they're
it?
just
But
like, now
I'm-
we're going to close it and spend
I'm
a
so
silly
happy
amount
to
of money on
have
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy to have that new experience because I've done it for so many years. I feel like I'm excited for whatever this new
And I'm
vision
glad
is.
that of the team that are allegedly involved, because it's sounding like it's going to be could be something special.
I think we're in safe hands.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm really
with
excited.
Plenty of safe hands and plenty of money.
They're so soon as well, isn't it? It's literally, it'll be a matter of months away.
Yeah, and we still don't know
So-
anything really.
No?
You know,
No.
you've had some
Cool
teasers.
teasers though from
I'm waiting.
Towers.
Yeah,
Cool
I'm
teaser.
waiting for like.
Literally,
something to come
I was
out.
working
just
the
wanna
day
know details.
I was working the day the phone number came out, and I literally got to work. I saw it on because I was working at Towers, and I rang it straight away, and I was like, "This is the sickest thing."
That was actually sick. It was cool to see Towers like push the boat out with
Yeah.
that kind of marketing.
Interactive marketing is
But,
Yeah,
but
like
they did
they
that. They
never
did that
was.
with Nemesis closing.
Yeah.
Going back to
exactly.
that. So, yeah, Towers are doing good stuff at the minute.
Yes, it's
Rumours
good.
of Subterra reopening, but obviously we don't know.
I feel like
yet.
that's been rumoured for like 4
That's been
years
really-
now.
yeah.
But I mean,
The
this is
thing
the
is-
first time they've actually shown any activity or done anything,
Yeah.
and it seems weird them replacing a queue line for something not to open. Personally, I mean, I don't know anything.
I'm one
Because
of the
there's
people
I
been
know
all
how
that
sorts.
see
There's
it.
been photos,
Yeah, I will as well. Like, I'd love to see it open again.
There's
but
been photos from like halfway through the season of like stuff going on in the pre-show, and then there was like drone footage of them doing stuff to the queue line.
Ooh.
It's like anything could be going on. We don't know.
hopefully, fingers
We'll just
crossed.
have to wait and see.
Best out ever.
I miss
Valhalla.
Subterra. I miss
Oh mate,
Still
Valhalla's
closed.
a
Probably on the
joke.
last podcast it was closed.
It actually probably
Yeah,
was.
it probably
Point
was.
as well.
Yeah,
We'll probably talk about it opening. that
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for Valhalla next
But
season.
yeah,
No, it's
this
like 2
really
seasons
sounds
later.
familiar actually.
It's a tough one because I'm genuinely like really excited and over the moon to ride it, but at the same time it's like, how long are you gonna make us wait?
It's-
Are you gonna like tease us with anything like really cool?
The thing is, I think that because it's been so long now, no matter what they do, it's not going to be worth the 2-year payoff or 3 years or whatever it's been.
maybe.
I don't think it's gonna. You're going to look at it and
Unless
think, oh,
they
this
do
was
some
worth
work.
it closing
Yeah,
for 3
yeah.
Unless
years.
they do something completely like unexpected with it, because the thing is, with Pleasure Beach and their like standards, no disrespect to Amanda Thompson, but like everyone's expecting it to be within a
personally.
certain radar. Like for you could go in and it'd be some
Could blow us
fucking,
out the water.
astronomical.
Yeah.
So you never know.
However,
yeah,
do I think it's going to be that? Personally, I don't think it's going to be worth it being closed for 2 years, but we never know.
if it's anything better than the original, I'll be really happy.
Yeah.
Enzo as well.
I didn't do it.
Have you
I
done
didn't
it?
do it.
Nobody's
no.
done
Well,
it.
I think it's 'cause it's a bit of a
£15 to do it.
Yeah, it's a
No.
lot of money as well.
And apparently to get a good spin, you have to ride by yourself, and
Yeah,
and
which is long.
Yeah.
like Blackpool.
And to
for
do that,
me
you have to
is-
queue even longer.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm not paying £15.
Have you
for
done
that.
it? No.
For me, Blackpool is like you go with a huge group, so the
Yeah.
idea of
Yeah.
splitting
It's
up
more
is
for
not
the
ideal.
social than anything.
Yeah.
Like,
All
I'll never-
15 of you
I'll never
riding
go
one
to-
by one.
I'll
Welcome
never
to
go to
Blackpool,
Pleasure
split up.
Beach for the purpose of like doing the park, as dumb as it sounds.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
always for the
It's always a
social element.
secondary thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like a
like
nice.
closing weekends.
Oh yeah, we also all like roller coasters. Like
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
how
Yeah.
funny. Let's all go
Oh,
Pleasure
yeah.
Beach. you know?
Creds.
But-
What else is there? What else is happening in the world? Exodus.
So it is. Yeah,
Surprised we haven't
that's
mentioned that
really
already.
exciting. It's getting to the point now where I'm like, I think Jack tweeted on like the 1st of January, Exodus is potentially opening next year. That blows my mind.
That
there
is
could
weird.
be
It's crazy.
the
I mean,
tallest roller coaster in
We'll
the UK
see within like
at Thorpe Park
a few
next
months. We'll
year.
see
Have they-
construction.
have they
which is
had
mad.
planning accepted now, ready to go?
I think it's all good.
Because I know,
Okay.
speaking of Horizon, I know Horizon's had some issues. Like
Yeah.
they've been asked to consider different locations for it on
Right.
the park,
Okay.
just because of the big show building being like right on the edge of the park,
Right.
and
It'd
like
be
one of the
it'd be
highest point at the edge.
The thing with
So-
Horizon is, side note, I know we talk about Exodus, is didn't they say it'd be the first time they'll have a new building on the site that would be visible from outside of the park,
Wow.
Wouldn't
which
surprise
is
me.
crazy because
Mm.
obviously they've never done that in the history of towers really because of the tree limit.
Yeah,
So
that's a good fact actually. It's all very enclosed at Towers.
Yeah.
Whereas Thorpe can't really build the tallest UK roller coaster and it not be seen.
I saw
Yeah.
Thorpe Park from Leicester when I was driving.
Yeah.
I was actually just turning back now.
Yeah.
Joking.
I can't wait.
No, Thorpe Park was alright. I'm saying that I didn't see much of Thorpe Park.
Yeah, in the
I
dark.
saw a lot of you getting baptised. A lot of you nervously thrown up in a hedge.
You
Uh,
didn't need to say that.
Wow.
For God's sake.
Crazy.
You just throw up for fun.
I've actually, you know what? Because I joked about this. Oh, sorry, I joked about this on the launch that I needed help because I kept throwing
I'll
up.
bleep that out. Yeah.
But I actually went to the doctors. Like I've got medication
Have you?
Yeah.
Medication.
because I'm throwing up too often, boys.
Where is it? So Unlocked, Horror at Hinchinbrook
Horror at
House,
Hinchinbrook,
That was funny
Creepy
as fuck.
Caves,
Orlando many
Orlando
times. I'm sure. Yeah.
on the flight during. Like I think I'm on double digits of chundering in Halloween season, so
Amazing.
I actually went to the doctors and got it sorted out. So I'm all good now.
Yeah. What was it like? Just don't be a pussy.
Yeah, pretty much. They just said, "Grow up, lad.
Come on, Arch.
Pull yourself together, mate. This is your job."
We just there like, so what's my mate's theme park event? Right? Let's DJ for loads
He
of
would-
theme
he
park
must have
events.
been-
Can't do
That
close
doctor,
season. I want
yeah.
to throw up.
The doctor must have been judging you so
Yeah.
hard in that room. It's like, how many theme parks have you been to in 1 week?
Oh, it's a joke.
Sad.
It's a joke. I think.
No, I make music for it. And I'm thinking, what?
But I think I was ill due to the fact that there was a 2 week period where every single night I went to a scare event without fail. Every single night.
And which one was your favourite? Go.
HHN. I say that because it means
Darkest
that there's
Depths,
no
you
like.
didn't go.
Which
Yeah,
UK?
yeah, yeah,
Which
yeah.
UK one was best?
No, don't. I can't. They're all like my children, so. That's the easiest way of getting out.
Those
You
been
can tell us in the
planting
industry
those
now,
been
can't you,
planting the
kids?
seed everywhere. God, no.
No.
Oh,
no,
I
sweat-
thought-
no,
you literally
bro.
went-
No. I just got my bag.
Um,
I just want a refill of the red wine, to be honest with you.
I'm
Yeah, let's-
thinking the same.
um,
Ellie.
right, what time
Ellie-
are we on? Yeah, we're 40 minutes in.
We don't
Well,
even-
guys, we're going to have a break.
Ellie.
Because I need to
E-dog.
change the memory cards.
E-dog.
So we'll pause this.
Ellie, I want top up red wine.
So we'll see you in a little minute.
Hello.
Welcome back to the drop. We've had a quick break. I've made a coffee. They're still on red wine.
Mm.
Distinguished gentleman.
Coffee and
Yeah.
coasters. What can I say? Right.
Oh boy.
That actually brings us on to a solid good point. Favourite theme park beef of the past
For
season.
fuck's sake. Has there even been any? Wait.
Oh,
There-
this has been my favourite.
Yeah.
This was actually
it's
On
ice
the subject, if you actually have a problem, like, love thy neighbour is what God said.
Love
so
thy
literally
neighbour,
just
yeah.
Yeah, and God's a real one.
like
J.
just
Cole wrote a song
just
about that.
relax. Just chill.
Surprised I didn't get that joke then.
No, I got the joke.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
the joke. For sure.
so-
I was keeping quiet.
Forgive and forget.
What
man.
we're going to talk about, Amanda Thompson's best moments of 2022.
Oh,
Too many to count.
Yeah, 2 minutes to count.
She's
We've
an
got
incredible
the
woman.
we've got the Twitter meltdown of her literally beefing with theme park enthusiasts about when Valhalla's going to open.
I
Do you
feel
know-
bad for her, but at the same time, I'm like, what's gonna happen with Valhalla? Do you know what I mean?
My
When's Valhalla
favourite
going?
personal moment from Amanda Thompson was when someone did like an AI recreation of Valhalla and they tweeted it to Amanda Thompson.
And,
And
she
she-
said something like it's not the
she-
right brand.
She
It was like-
retweeted it saying, "But I prefer my own Valhalla models. They're real people."
Yeah, because it was like AI like manga or some
Ah,
shit,
I
some
see,
hentai
I
shit.
was crying over that. She came
It's funny as fuck.
Oh wow,
She's such a
she's
funny
savage.
character.
I think that's what makes her a bit of an icon.
She's great.
Ha.
That's a good one actually.
Wow.
I love Amanda.
Archie,
Hello.
on the launch, you're a game master.
I am.
This doesn't change for the drop.
I know. I've brought something special to the table
God,
for,
this is gonna. Oh my god.
for the drop. I brought a special game along with me.
That even Ellie doesn't know about.
I wanted
We
to
know about, it, but
contribute.
Ellie doesn't know about, it, even though she's not. Yeah, you
This
should.
is gonna be hilarious.
I wanted to contribute
I'm
to
gassed.
the podcast in some form, so I made a
Oh,
little
thanks, mate.
game.
Thanks for coming.
Because these,
Thanks for taking part.
these guys,
It's alright. Thank God he's done something.
Yeah,
fans.
yeah, fine. Yeah, it's about time. Do you know what I mean?
these guys have set it all up. So this game is called Guess the Theme Park Enthusiast, and all they will have to help them is the enthusiast's Twitter bio. So we're gonna start. Chill.
I'm gassed.
Feel
I'm
free to
gassed.
pipe up, Ellie.
So
Yeah, I'm
we are
gassed.
friends with these people.
Okay.
Define the term friends.
You
Is it-
probably met them all once.
Is this
Okay.
like?
Some are really close,
Okay.
and there's a few that are enthusiasts that we all know and love. So please don't. If
Hopefully, love.
if these if you are on this list, chill out.
It's calm.
It's all in the name of a good time.
Yeah.
And mine's
gonna be
incredibly
mad.
cringe. Mine's probably worse than yours.
Yeah.
So
License
relax.
to Thrill.
I love you, but why?
See what I mean? Like mine's awful. So yeah, bear with me on this. Right, here's the first one. Laid back since way back.
For fuck's sake. Zac Whyte.
Bear in mind, it's not that. Yo.
God, who
I
could
don't
be?
know.
This should have been multiple choice. Really.
Okay, I'm gonna give you.
Give me 3 names.
I'm gonna make it easier for you.
Okay.
This is a lady.
Oh, that's mine.
Are they from Parks and Pines? It's either Abby or Nicole.
Are you gonna lock in an answer?
Okay, then let's do it this
We
way.
can go for one or the other.
Nicole, Abby.
Okay.
It's Nicole from Parks and Pines.
That's
Fuck.
1 point.
I
Put
like
it,
that
put it
one.
down there.
That's
To be fair though, Nicole is very laid back, so it's a valid.
It suits.
Yeah.
It suits.
Shout Nicole.
Here's a funny one. Hashtag send it.
These are incredible, guys. God. Is it mine?
We're a funny bunch, aren't we?
Is it Slurp Bailey?
So this is
That is something you'd put.
Yo.
this is a content creator who is not in our close circle.
Not in our close circle. It's literally anyone at this point, to be
Right,
fair.
send it.
Just throw in a random name.
Ooh.
Potential
We've
skater,
We've got
Sam
Digital
Costello.
Dan thrown in there. We've got Sam Costello thrown in there.
Lucas Jacobi.
We've got Lucas Giacomo. The answer is, this might surprise you. It's Mark Yates from PBE.
Shout
No,
out
I love
Yates
him.
from
I love
PB.
him.
Fair
You know what?
play.
I miss York. York?
Yo. What?
I apologize. I miss Mark. Mark's so lovely. I saw him at quick
Tully's.
side note before we carry on. Tully's, yeah, but earlier
on.
this year PB had an event on at Towers. I wasn't part of the event, but Mark still came over and said hello.
We
That's
like Mark
cute.
Yates.
No,
He's
If
such
you
a
ever,
wholesome
You're a
guy.
legend, mate.
if,
You're a
if,
legend.
if
Such
like,
a wholesome guy.
if the universe allows you to do chop shop with Mark Yates, do it.
Fucking
Don't
take that
do not
opportunity.
hesitate. I
It's one of
promise
the
you,
best
it is
experiences
the
of
most
my life.
amazing experience of my
Mate.
entire life. I've never seen a man move so fast in my
I love it.
existence.
Yeah, no disrespect, only love.
We love you,
And
man.
great Twitter bio. Here's the next one. All capital letters, okay? This is serious. Let's go.
Kieran Adams.
This might be a curveball, this one.
Oh,
Okay.
This is
I
close
have
circle.
seen, the thing is, I know I've
Close
seen this
circle.
one before, but I can't think who it is.
oh. Is it Lee Searle?
Okay, we've got Lee Searle.
I wasn't serious about Kieran Adams.
Okay.
I know Kieran's is much more professional than that.
Imagine if it was.
Yeah, I would cry.
Multi-award winning.
Can't be Isaac, because Isaac would have Joey on there.
Yeah.
Shots fired from the audience.
Yeah. Eddie.
Oh, who could it be?
We love you, Isaac.
You know, I'm gonna go with Lisa as well.
To Lee Searle.
You can't do the same. No. You can't do the same
No, I'll
answers.
just
Then.
go.
Okay.
I'll stick with Isaac.
Isaac, Lee Searle. Do you want to throw in a
You
random
need to
one?
change one. Do a wild
I have
card.
no answer. My answer is whoever the right answer is.
Okay. Zach was right with Jake Bamford.
Yeah.
What?
Jake Bamford's Twitter bio is "Let's go" in capital letters.
No way.
Yeah, swear to God.
Never fear. In fact, no, we should fear about your Twitter bio, Jake.
Right,
We do
2
love you,
more.
though. Shout out, Jake. We went to the Twin Lakes Light thing with him.
We
the
did.
other
That
day.
was very
Good event.
good. That was very good.
These are probably my
Oh
favourite.
my god, it is.
Yeah, it's
It
incredible.
is.
Yeah, let's go.
How many Twitter bios these? We need to check.
I've been through
Next year, we'll come
everyone's.
back and tell you how fast they
Everyone's.
changed after
If
they
I
got
could tell you what
accumulated.
Isaac's
Yeah.
was and Lee's, to be honest.
Sorry, I'm trying not to look.
Sorry, mate. Too rare to live, too rare to die.
I know. Oh, I swear I fucking know this, man.
Close circle or...
I'd say they're pretty close circle.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Really?
Yeah, straight away.
Lou Gilmore.
I thought you'd know. I thought you'd know.
Sam Costello.
Is that what you're looking in?
That's my locking
Costello?
answer.
What about you?
Nathan Moran.
Nathan Moran. What about you?
What's that look for?
I'm going to go with... I don't know.
Bailey, you can chirp up and say that one of the 4 theme park enthusiasts I've seen. Joking, you don't have to really.
I don't know.
You know me.
I'm just going to throw a random one and just say Bobby Healy.
Bobby Healy?
Amazing.
Go on.
Just say someone, say a name, make up a name.
Gary.
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 Yeah.
Zach, do you want to do us the honours?
Absolutely, it's me. That's my Twitter bio. That's my Twitter bio.
What is it?
But you gotta finish
Too
it
rare
with
to
a-
live, too
Oh,
rare.
no!
It's a quote from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, my favourite film.
That is
One
fair
of
enough.
God's own
Is it
prototypes.
close circle? Yeah, kind of.
But I
yeah.
finished it up with Pro Ugly Hater, and then
I didn't include that, Zach. I didn't
Should have
include
included the Ugly Hater part. I hate uglies.
Won't start that.
All views are those of the
No, you're
individual.
alright.
Yeah, individual,
It's
yeah.
fine, it's fine.
Doncaster Fear Factory if you watch it.
So,
No.
to close the game for the night, here is the final quote.
Okay.
The dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are mostly from the Cretaceous period.
I know this one straight away. Costosaurus, come on.
Phil picks.
Arch nemesis.
RMC.
Any random...
RMC. Drayton Manor.
Gary.
Gary. It's actually Sam Costello.
What?
No fucking way.
I swear to God. Yeah. So, happy birthday to you today,
Yeah,
sir.
absolutely. It's actually
Happy
your birthday,
birthday,
Sam
Mr.
Costello.
Sam.
I remember you at Unlocked and you were running around Old
Tech
Town
deck.
with a camera.
Bosh. Thank you for playing. Well done.
That was a
Everyone's
really
winner.
fun game.
I don't know.
really enjoyed
I
that.
don't even know. I think we all took a
It's
point.
funny how
I'm looking at the show
creative
notes,
we
guys.
all are.
That's a really fun
Right,
game.
I've got
I
something to
enjoyed
talk
that a lot.
about.
Go on.
A couple of things. Apocalypse closing
Ooh.
and the prospect of maybe something replacing that and Pandemonium, which closed a few
Hopefully.
years ago. Any ideas of what it could be?
Well, you know what? I remember years ago seeing...
Back in my day.
Back when I was a young
When I say that, yeah, I'm by far the oldest in this room.
Like a launch coaster over the lake is just... That has been a rumour for a long time, I
Right.
think.
Didn't they once release posters around the park as well, advertising a new coaster?
No idea.
In like 2013
I
or something.
don't know
always
why.
Time
I've been
ago.
having this conversation with a few people for a while. I don't know why. I've just got this gut feeling that Drayton are going to be the first in the UK to get an RMC. I don't know why.
Wow. That's cool.
You're on some crystal bullshit.
I'd hope so, because I'd love to see an RMC in the UK.
I mean,
but
I can
Yeah.
confirm I do not know anything about
I
Drayton.
can't, I can't get over seeing how cool a lake launch coaster would be.
That'd
And a
be
family one. So it makes
stunning.
sense to go at Drayton, so that's what I have in my head.
Have either of you guys done Vikings yet, by the way, side note?
I did do the Nebulous.
Oh yeah, how was that? Weird.
Great fun.
Weird looking
like,
thing.
Really enjoyed it.
They
Really
are
good
cool.
fun. Yeah.
So what would you like to see?
Right. I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? It's difficult.
Prawn stand.
A prawn stand or
Bro, so
Blackpool.
side note for
Fuck off.
context. Best part about Blackpool in general, let alone Blackpool Pleasure Beach, is the prawn stand,
That's
which
horrific.
unfortunately was closed at closing week.
Guys, are you going to take food advice from someone that's diabetic and someone that buys a fillet
Prawns
of
haven't
fish?
got carbohydrates in them, dude.
You only eat prawns because you have to.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
a good
don't
point.
take advice from someone who eats always
But it
a
was
fillet
good.
of fish. You went to McDonald's before here, fillet of fish. And your fillet of fish and a mango bag for a side.
But, oh my
Carrot
god.
bag.
Yeah, carrot bag.
Going back to it, a lakeside launch coaster would be stunning because I'm sure they did advertise that. But due to recent rumours, I feel like an RMC,
I think
even
an
an
RMC is gonna
RMC
happen.
T-Rex would be amazing.
And RMC
Wow.
have kind of hinted they are going to build a T-Rex, which is their new 2-seater single rail. There's 2 abreast one,
Cool.
which would be
be
cool,
sick.
and it's perfect UK.
I'm
because
just
of
excited for
capacity.
whatever Drayton Manor do next because
And they are showing good
they're
things,
doing really
yeah.
good at the
And
moment.
it's good that they're keeping like a kind, or not thrill, but more older family base rather
Sure.
than just focusing on Thomas Land or whatever.
For sure.
The next question was Drayton RMC ? I mean, I don't know if you can speak about this due to, well, you will be able to actually. Nick Varney retiring from Merlin.
Oh,
What do we think? Good, bad?
personally, what I think is really sick. So shout out to Nick Varney. He's obviously right before he's left. He's pulled moves in Merlin.
Yeah.
Like, look at how many insane developments we've got going on at Merlin Parks these past couple of years. Like Nick Varney's obviously, I think he's pulled them together and been like, do all this, do all that, and then he's out. He's left the picture. I think it's just sick. The amount
I
of
agree.
developments Merlin have got going on. I just hope whoever replaces him just.
Well, it's some
good.
American like
Yeah.
like what's the word?
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, that sort
Yeah.
of vibe.
I hope it just
corporation
brings-
owner sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I hope he just brings more development because obviously development. What we did get was pretty cool, but there wasn't ever a lot of it in Merlin Parks. There
Bob
was,
Iger.
but it was spread out over so
Sorry.
long.
Bob Iger's back.
Yes.
Big
Woo!
Bob. We love Bob Iger.
We love him. Welcome back, Bob.
Yep, welcome. Big arm, open arms.
Done.
He'll see that and be like, yeah, nice, go on, guys, appreciate it.
yeah.
It's going to motivate
the
him
drop.
the rest of his career.
I'm approved.
Drop
Yeah.
approve. Drop approve.
In his office.
Hire me, Bob. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
The usual, Merlin taking over Sandcastles and Cadbury's World.
Oh,
Not really much
oh.
to say, to be fair, because they're just managing them, they don't own them.
No, but it is
Cool, though.
pretty exciting. I
Cool.
think.
But
It's
they're not going
pretty
to go on the Merlin
exciting.
Annual Pass because they manage them, they don't own them.
That's annoying, yeah.
Sorry.
Cool.
It was getting warm in here.
Sandcastle overrated, by the way. The slides are cool, but that water is dirty.
Have you been to Stoke Water World?
Yeah, actually, that's a solid point.
Green water.
Thank God they've taken over Sandcastle and not Stoke Water World.
What else have we got here? Colossus, bit of retrack.
Yeah, man, exciting that
Is the whole thing getting retracked, do we know, or can you say, or what?
I don't know.
No.
I think it looks like they're doing it in stages.
Yeah, same as Big
Like
One.
a big
I think,
one.
yeah, I think it's going to
Makes
be
sense.
probably similar to the big one, but I have no idea.
So you
It's
can eat it.
exciting regardless, because that ride's rough.
Yeah, it's nice to
I
see it
love
getting,
it, but-
getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
Changes we'd make if we were in charge of theme parks.
Oh, where do we begin?
Subterra, get it back open. Come on.
Right. I've got
Straight
a long
away.
answer to this one. Not a long, but I can shorten it.
Right, get comfy.
It's a really good idea, so you guys will agree with me. If I was put in charge of towers, right, very, very first thing I'd do, you know where Tower Street Bar and Grill is? On Tower Street. Used to be a restaurant. It's beneath the Tower Suite.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I would put in like a little mini museum there, just talking about the development of Alton Towers and how it became a theme park and a resort
That'd be
over
beautiful.
time.
Yeah.
And it would have like Madame Tussauds do wax figures of like John Wardley, John Burton, all this and that.
Wow.
And I'd obviously reinstate the ruins into becoming like an actual museum or like a tour
Like
or
it used to
attraction.
be.
Yeah,
Almost, yeah.
because obviously there's nothing really going on with the ruins these days.
That's
so I
But-
think
But the problem,
Amazing.
but they can't do much with it, can they? I think that's the problem. They
that's
can't.
the issue. I just hope they go through those plans they had a few years ago about developing tours inside the ruins, because that would be sick. I'd love to be able to explore more.
Ghost tours. Ghost
That
don't,
would be
ghost
a
don't
good
exist
idea.
though, so
Ghost
you're looking for nothing, aren't you?
ghost hunts inside the ruins would be sick. That'd be really cool. I'd love to do a ghost hunt inside the ruin.
What are you?
I don't want to.
Burn bush gardens to the ground.
I don't want to specifically like name parks, but I'd love to see a launched hybrid like wooden and steel coaster called Stampede, because why does that not exist?
You don't want much
Yeah.
to get fucking.
And then
Zach's there like, I want a tour around the Gold Castle. I want a fucking.
but why does
I wanna
why does
see
it not
hybrid
exist? And why
launched.
is nothing called Stampede? That's like the coolest name.
So
for
basically, like
No, Ostrich Stampede open Chesterton's Jumanji World next year.
I take it
This
all
year.
back.
Stampede, Portaventura.
Yeah.
But
Is that
not
what
Stampede. Anyway, I'll take it all back.
I feel like in a year
A
we can look back
medieval.
and say,
We've
"Oh, I
slandered
just
him
called
for his
it."
personal preference. This is
Yeah.
really unfair.
Facts. Let me speak for you.
Yeah, let him speak. Let him cook.
I want a
Let him cook.
medieval themed Intamin Blitz coaster.
Ooh.
No one does medieval. Like I want to go through. I want to see some Knights of the Round Table shit, and then I just want to get on a wicked experience. Why not?
Here's
Why
something
not?
for you.
Quick,
Here's
no
something
quick
for-
comment before I apologise.
Before I
have-
apologise.
No, I'm saying I have said this before. How sick would if they did it right? How sick would a scare maze be based on like goblins and stuff?
Mate,
it would be
fairy
the
tale.
And you'd have a job.
I wouldn't even have to embrace character. It'd be banging.
Get back in your Kraken suit.
Yeah,
Just with no mask on again, just like black eyes.
it would just be me.
I was about to. That's an interesting point because I was going
Yeah.
to say I think the whole medieval thing is slept on as a whole, just the whole theme,
It is a
because
cool theme.
it's real and it was fucking scary.
Egyptian theme.
Facts.
Slept on
Galleys
in
of
the
justice.
UK.
Galleys of justice.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple of themes of which I think. It's alright, bro.
Yeah.
I just want Abdab to have his tomb back, man. Like Emily's getting a house back. Let's get Abdab his tomb back. Do you know what I mean? John Burton, if you're watching, get on it. What would I do with a theme park? Just make everything like a family coaster, really. Reopen Subterra is the first thing I'd do. Maybe add and take out a few bits from there. I'm not really sure exactly because I did enjoy it. I think it was a good package.
I miss it.
In its heyday.
I'm gonna be really cynical.
I don't like it.
No, I'm with you. I'd personally get rid of Angry Birds. Like,
Oh,
God,
yeah,
that'd
yeah, yeah. I'm
cynical,
sorry, but
isn't it?
why? did they
No,
do that?
because like it's obviously cool, but at the same time, I feel like it's a little bit old now. So
I mean,
I
it
want
was
to see
such
some
a
Yes,
cool
old IP,
staple
it's
area of the
irrelevant.
thought park map.
We need to
It
make
was sick.
Among Us land, don't they? Because that's a little bit sus.
Among Us.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh my god,
That'd be a joke.
that would
wouldn't
be funny.
it?
Benoit
Imagine opening
Blanc land.
weekend Among Us land.
Moving sus in Among
Yeah.
Us. Then. I'll take it.
Lewis Sussy.
Fortnite land. Yes.
You can
Bailey
drop
can-
into the island.
I bet you know some Fortnite.
It's like,
lands, don't
of the
you?
like and thought bus.
Do you? Trying to drop into Amity Cove.
That's it.
And there's like press release to start doing. I don't know what I was going to go with that.
Solid. I rate it.
Why does it say Magic HQ breakfast appreciation?
I added that in.
anyone that's worked at Towers will know how goated
Magic
the food
HQ
is
breakfast
at Magic
is
HQ,
stunning.
which is like the headquarters
Yes.
for all the staff.
If you ever get a job at Towers, go to Magic HQ at least once for breakfast.
It's literally like
Bangs.
you can buy
It's
like
so
a
good.
15-piece breakfast for like £3.
It's fucking
Insane.
amazing.
Wow.
It's
So that's
amazing.
worth it. Employment
And
alone.
It's pang as well. It's
Banging.
good.
Best attractions we experienced this year. Oh, I wanted to talk about something with you if you did it actually.
Sure. I'm gonna say I have done it before, but dinosaur, Animal Kingdom.
Let's go get that dino.
Yes.
What?
Let's go get that dino. I love it.
It's just
so
the
much.
cheesiest. I don't know why it's so like catchy. Isn't
It just reinstated like why I love theme parks. That
Okay.
attraction just encapsulates it, and also the core at Fear at Avon Valley was insane.
Was that the
because-
underwater one?
Yeah, they literally
Very
breaking the
different.
boundaries of what you can put yourself through
Oh,
in
it's-
an attraction.
I just love the
That
I just love the
looks
video of Kieran and Jack getting into waders. That was
Incredible.
That made it for me.
Incredible. But like the fact that you could do that and then do an attraction half underwater.
How
was
deep
That
was
is
it?
sick.
It came up to your kneecaps, bro.
Oh, so it wasn't too bad.
But like when you're in an attraction and you've got threats coming in from the left and the right, and it's all smoky and dark, because oh my gosh, they don't hold back. Like it's smoky and dark in there.
That sounds
It's so cool.
When it's smoky and dark,
Yeah,
it was
no,
smoky
I
and
mean,
dark.
it's not like oh you go into a pattern and then you walk out of it. No,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing was like 360. It didn't stop and then there was no theming underneath. Like it blended perfectly. It was really impressive. Really impressive.
I'm gonna.
Darkest Steps.
Yeah. No, because I knew someone was gonna make that joke as
Gonna make it
well.
really-
I knew someone was gonna make that joke. Other than Darkest Steps, right?
Nothing.
Right. So, so bear in mind, I didn't actually get up to too much this year compared to other years. So I will say, actually, it's difficult. It's between, not to be biased at all, Unfair Funfair, like the expanded edition for this season, or Uncle Enos's Open Acres, both
Cool.
at Extreme Scheme. They are insane.
Is the caravan still there?
Oh, they've doubled
Mate,
up
they
on it.
doubled
They've not
it.
doubled down.
It's
They've, like,
it's way better.
The caravan
we
scene.
got out.
If you haven't done the caravan scene, I won't spoil it. Just
Yeah.
go and do it. Twin Lakes. It's so sick.
It is insane.
And like
They-
I
Twin
know it
Lakes
sounds
smashed it
like
this
out
year.
of context, but you'll know the caravan scene when you do the caravan scene.
Yeah, it's hard to miss. Like very hard to miss.
Doomtown.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
Did you do it?
I did.
Thoughts?
I enjoyed it. It was cool. I think you can't really go wrong with an 80s theme, and the way in which you weave throughout a street that is themed to like 80s with zombies
That's it.
was really cool. I think
Um,
it's hard to get scared in it
One
for
thing.
me, but I really enjoyed it.
One thing I wanted to talk about with that is how attention to detail is that fucking maze.
Mm.
It is insane.
It's cool. Yeah,
Like
it's,
they laid tarmac and road markings
Yeah,
for a scare attraction.
it's very impressive that.
That's levels to be fair. I
Oh,
didn't
honestly,
realise
like
they went
literally,
to that
like drop
extent.
curbs, everything.
That's it.
But I know what you mean. It wasn't scary.
Yeah, you can kind of see other guests doing the attraction, which takes a little bit out of it for
I
me.
think it'd
But
work better as a scare zone.
The
than
thing
a
is
scare
though, with a
maze.
well done attraction, even if it's not scary, if it's well designed enough or well done, like immersive enough, it doesn't.
You let yourself
doesn't
go.
matter.
I
It's
agree.
sick as long as it's impressive to some extent.
I think with
It's
Tully's,
points.
especially this year, I think it wasn't scary, but
Yeah.
like from sets and everything else, it's just in its own league completely. I'd say, just from the scale of the place,
Scale
it's
for
just
sure.
insane.
For sure.
Like it's the first time I've seen Wastelands, unreal.
That was fab. Still fab. I remember doing it a few years back.
I
It was
do
great.
prefer the show outside to the actual maze, but
Me too. But
it's
that's
so sick.
I'm a sucker for D&B, so to hear it,
Yeah.
like really good drum and bass
Mm.
in a Halloween attraction is always going to be a sweet spot for me. But I think they nailed theming and themes to a T. So yeah, kudos. That was really fun.
Yeah, well done, Tullies. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't think they're the scariest.
Nah, defo not.
I think I went into Wastelands with such high hopes, doing Ash Hell for God knows how many years.
Yeah, it's not quite
which is
Ash Hell.
no, it's not Ash Hell 2018, definitely not.
So to you and side note, how insane are the improvements to Ash Hell this year?
Like
we went
so
through,
underappreciated.
Dude, we went through. It was amazing.
So I was
amazing.
My jaw was on the floor with what they've done with Ash Hell this year.
Yeah.
It's only a few scenes, but they were by far the standout scenes.
Yeah, it was
But to
insane.
be
'Cause I
fair-
thought it was just gonna be like a little extended route or something, but like 2 stories, it was mad.
But to be fair, when I did Pie Factory in 2021 with those couple of new scenes, they were like, even though it was like 2 new scenes, they were like completely stand
They're
out.
great, yeah.
100%.
Any new improvements on
Yeah,
Extreme
just stand out
Extremes
like
Extremes
sort
good,
of
or
yeah,
attractions
well
have
as
been,
well.
have been spectacular.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But,
Yeah.
but
Anything else? Oh, the next question is going to make you worst attractions we've experienced this
Oh my
year.
god.
wow.
We won't say worst because I don't really done anything bad. We have in our presence an award-winning clamshell guy. Arch Nemesis. And you won the.
Thank you. I won Best Small Channel
That's
this
the
year.
award, yeah.
I thank you for anyone who voted, who's listening or watching. That was cool, super fun. I really didn't expect it this year, so thank you. And I'm grinding really hard now, boys.
You are.
Like,
We've noticed.
you know what?
I feel like from an outside looking, I feel like the Florida documentary was a turning point.
It is, because this is interesting. So I said this to people in Blackpool and they all laughed at me. They were like, oh yeah, you're uploading now, the Clamshell Awards have come around. And I'm like, correct, but it's awkward timing because my laptop broke like before summer.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I could not edit from like
The whole of summer, basically.
Like no one asked, I know, but like I just I couldn't edit for half a year.
Yeah.
So when I got a new laptop,
You were itching to go.
I bought software and I got straight on with filming the Florida documentary, which has done so well. So thank you if you have seen it. If you haven't, Arch Nemesis YouTube channel.
And on the title, it literally says it's nothing to do with the climate change coming
Yes,
up. That's the thing,
because
isn't it?
because like I knew people would be like, oh look, he's uploading when it's the clamshell season, but no, like I've been consistent and aim to stay consistent because I have a new laptop and can edit now. So I'm loving doing YouTube, and it's really nice to see people take so well to it. So thank you.
I think that's the thing that people don't realise the most is how hard it is to keep on it.
Thumbnails as well. You can't just do a
Thumbnails,
video.
yeah,
you have
it's
to be
just
good
like-
at photography, like talking to a camera.
You have to be good at Photoshop, editing,
Yeah.
filming. You have to
Lighting
be a
is
host.
important. It's tough.
Yeah, thanks Bailey. Bailey's lit this scene, so it's not very good.
Facts. Yeah.
Slurt Bailey on Instagram. Go and follow him. We love Bailey. So, yeah, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Should we talk about the diss track?
I'd love to.
The video, more importantly.
Oh wow.
What a video!
Wow.
That was mad.
So
Shout out Kieran Adams
yeah,
first and
big up
foremost
Kieran
for
Adams.
just
As
smashing it
always.
out of the park as per usual.
the thing is with Kieran is you just like knock it out and he's just like yeah. I'm sure I'm honestly not taking away that video would have been hard work, no doubt about it, to edit.
It's
But it's just
long
like chill
grind
about it,
into
just like
that.
yeah we knocked it out. And it's just like what? That'd have been like my peak.
He does it like it's breathing.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
exactly. Yeah,
mean?
no,
But
well done, Kieran.
that whole concept.
To be fair, we're lucky how many like seriously talented people we
Unreal,
have in
isn't
the
it?
community.
Unreal.
It's wild.
Facts.
Kieran and Jack have been fucking
Yeah.
nailing it
Yeah,
for so
yeah.
long.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah, it's level.
That's
Like, I
awesome.
still regularly watch their Fright Nights 2021 behind the scenes thing because I'm just like
The
geeking out,
documentary.
Yeah.
Stunning.
That's
I'm just like
so
it's
fun,
just like
it's
the
so
sick.
fun to
This is like
watch.
the dream for anyone that films that is into theme parks. It's
Facts.
just the sickest thing.
Facts.
So big up to them.
Mm.
Massive shouts to them.
So how do you feel?
I feel good. I was gonna
Thanks, Mum.
say yeah.
Speech.
Shout
This is a
I wanna
speech
thank
now,
my
isn't it?
sponsor.
Yeah.
Shout out a lot to
Yeah.
my dog. She's supporting
Yeah,
me.
big up Lotta.
Drop a poo. Drop a poo.
Brucey,
Facts.
Roofy.
Everyone, yeah. Big up Abs, like the whole team. No,
And
but
even Tom.
shout out Tom as well, for sure.
Legend.
Not many different times. I don't get shit out.
I was going to quickly mention the concept behind the diss track this year was last year we took a look at what we did and we realised we made like a 6-minute diss track, like ripping everyone to pieces, and then another one that was also quite violent, and we didn't intend that. Like the diss tracks that I watch are serious, and I'm thinking I want to match that, but not mean it. But I think people thought that I meant it. So what I wanted to do this year was not be the bad guy.
Yeah.
And just have fun with it.
Yeah, because essentially what I just wanted to write funny bars and throw people in it and make fun of it, but I didn't realise people actually thought, oh god, he's
taking it personally.
Yeah, like ripping heads off. So this year we wanted to do something really comedic. So we had this theme, we wanted to go for Ghostbusters and then make it like Doozy Busters and just take the mick and just like clean up the city from all these wet wipes.
Because I feel like what you did was just by doing that, you kind of self-deprecated, then went for other people,
100%.
which is I think is.
I was like flossing in the video. I wanted to make it so clear that we were just being goofy and having a good time.
I'll have to show Bailey the video after. It's so sick. Honestly, the editing is mad.
It's mental, and shouts to Kieran. He had this vision of like, once we had like the logo sorted and the name sorted, I started building the track, and he started coming up with these cool ideas of starting it off in like this HQ, and then we're going to take the car out and go onto this Clamtropolis and like fight all of these enthusiasts, and then go on, bro.
No, I was just gonna say one thing that made me howl was, so shout out to Isaac watching his reactions to the Clamshell diss tracks, and he watches your guys and he's like, oh, I don't remember this, and it's literally him clicking like the corporate backup button. I was like,
bless him. Hey,
I love him.
I've been there.
Gotta
get the content.
Every time.
He's a funny lad, and hats off to him for just throwing himself at it, because he didn't know what we were doing until we pulled him up and said, wear a suit. So
Bobby Healy on the cameo as well.
Bobby Healy, again, he had no idea what we were doing. We were just like, wear a suit and say these lines.
Yeah.
And we thought obviously we'd acquire the help of the lovely ladies Parks and Pints, so we brought them in, and it was just, we kind of wanted to make like a little Avengers Assemble style video, and bless them, I think they helped us defend Clamtropolis from all the enthusiasts.
Save the city once again.
Absolutely.
It's just mad how far it's come. You know, when we were like, when it started, like you just spitting bars in front of a green screen.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah, back in the day.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and it was crazy. You know what's crazy? Let's actually claim this.
I was about
to claim
this is exactly what I'm about to say.
No, we can.
Exactly what I'm about to say.
We can claim this. So first off, I mean, we got to put due respect on this. Hang Time technically did like properly sent for people first, but the drop, us started diss tracks. But
I knew it.
We started it.
Always thought
we were the founding fathers.
Hang Time. Who's that?
Who's Amy? Who's Jess? Who's Matt? And
Honestly,
the legacy.
honestly,
the rest is history.
Any time I hear that track, that Wiley flow, isn't it? It's that beat. And literally the first lyrics I think of, no matter how many times I listen to the Stormzy track, is, if you don't vote for the drop of the Clamshells, I don't want to hear no chat about homies. It's just like, it's crazy how far it's come, but it's also so sick to see.
For sure.
Like how, and it's interesting to see how everyone's grown, like creatively. Like Kieran shot that first video. I know that was super quick edit and whatever. But like to the Clamshell disses that is edited, like everyone's making now, I'm mad. But everyone's made sick videos, to be fair.
It really takes two to tango, especially in lyrical warfare. So shout out to everyone who like got involved, and obviously like Hang Time that we created that and foundation, and now every year since there's been more and more people getting involved with just doing it. Heck, even if you're not like actually nominated, it doesn't matter. Just jump in. You know, it's obviously. Sometimes it can build hype and help you get votes, but why not join in around that season? So yeah, I think I've thrown the towel in now, though, boys. I think that's my piece de la resistance.
Sure.
That's my retirement plan.
I
brought in the girls because I was like, I don't want to do this again.
You were sneaky because
you girls do one next year. I'm done.
I kept asking you this year. I was like, "Are you doing a diss track this year?" It's like, "No, but I'm going Ghost," and I never caught on that you meant Ghostbusters.
But it does that with me. It would just be like, because I'll be like, you'll know about this, because literally like I was like, because Archie messaged me about this plugin pack for editing, and I was like, oh, why are you doing a verti? He was like, I might do. About an hour later, he posted a vertical, and I was like, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna do an end of the year video now.
Sorry.
Just like me, you and Isaac always do them, and it's just like, if Archie wasn't gonna do one, I'm not really that bothered, so I had to put together a video in like 25 minutes because I was like, I can't let Archie just do one and me not do one as well.
Shout out the verties if you know.
Yeah, if you've got to know about the verties.
The verties go crazy.
So well done.
Thank you. It's always a fun time.
It should,
always fun.
Because by then people have touched a bit of grass, and then we're having fun again.
Yeah. I mean, I pray some people see some sunlight. You know.
We haven't yet.
Yeah, get me out.
What else have we got? So I've got a few questions.
I'm just gonna go do
Yeah.
some insulin really quick. Nothing personal at all. It's a medical incident.
Stay alive, bro.
It'll take me tops 5
Wireless
minutes.
charging.
I'll be back in a sec. Don't talk to anything about anything I'd want to talk about.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, Ellie can.
Yeah,
fill
Ellie,
in
you
for me.
can come
Actually,
fill
yeah,
in.
Ellie, go.
Ellie,
hop
come
in.
and fill in.
Ellie.
We can interview Ellie. This is going to be the Ellie interview
Yeah.
now.
This is the Ellie interview about his village.
Don't trip over any cables or I will end your life. No pressure. We can interview a non-enthusiast as well. Bailey's there.
With the
You
light.
can have a poo if you want, Zach. Take your time.
Oh, bro. No,
I'm the star of the show, really.
So,
Ellie.
wait,
Hello.
hold on.
Clap, Bailey. Come on. Whoa, peeking. Calm it down. Not that. Don't be that excited.
So Ellie, how was it acting in Darkest Depths this year?
Honestly, it was so amazing.
Yeah.
It's the best. It was honestly
Yeah.
the best
Zach,
attraction.
how was it?
It's the best attraction, honestly. It's
Should we
incredible.
just continue like Ellie Zac?
Yeah.
Alright, love that.
Yeah, let me just go do some
No,
insight.
we could like incriminate him. Let's not do that. Ellie,
Yeah.
who are you?
I'm Melly, nice to meet you. I'm a fake enthusiast.
How are you fake?
Because I don't know anything about coasters, but I pretend I do.
Zach doesn't.
No.
Does anyone actually really know?
That's why he wants the museum at Towers, because he doesn't know.
Yeah, so he can learn.
He wants to learn about who
He'll
does
be there on
what.
open day, just rushing in there. We've done some adventures, haven't we?
Yeah.
We all have.
Yeah.
We have.
Honorary member.
No, 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 and a bit years.
Yeah.
Looking back at the Fantasy Island video when everything was shut
Sure.
from Fear Island many
That was
years
a
ago.
nightmare.
Wow.
That was a fucking
That was
interesting
a
day.
very
Shout out
cold,
Fantasy
wet
Island, kind of.
day. Everything was
Literally everything was
closed
closed.
because of the
There's
rain.
one clip of me going, that's closed, that's closed, that's closed, that's closed. That maze is closed, we've just paid for. They won't give us our money back.
Everything the light
Literally
touches is-
spent like 35 quid on a wristband to go on like Rhombus Rock at once.
Oh, that's
and
my
the kids,
favourite.
it's a hell of a crack.
I
Exactly fell out
love
of
it.
I've not been back there since, actually, I don't think.
I think I've been back once. Nothing's changed.
No.
It's not one thing's changed. I mean, I shouldn't be talking about it because that is my employer also. But no. What was your favourite Retro Squad ride of the year?
I don't think I went on
Why
one
was it
this
Spin
year.
Jam? Did you not go to Spin Jam?
No, I don't think so, not this year.
One thing you're excited about, one thing you're scared of.
Scared of spiders.
No shit.
Zach.
Excited for. I'm going to see the 1975 in a few days. That's what I'm
Really?
excited
Nah.
for.
Yikes, I'll be scared of that. as
Matt
well.
Healy,
I
I'm coming
would.
for you.
Yeah, I'm scared of that. That's both. What's been your highlight of the 2023 season? 2022. You're getting
2023, well,
excited,
I've not got
man.
that yet.
4 days in.
Yeah. We could just use this for next year's one as well.
I never actually thought I'd say this, but I think Creepy Caves After Dark was by far the...
And Warsaw, you got fucked up at Warsaw.
We're not going to talk about Walsall ever again.
Oh, look, honestly.
No, we don't talk about Walsall. That's a...
Kick, literally booted out of the exit of a maze.
That maze was just a whole other kettle of fish.
It was wild when we all went a few years ago.
The thing is,
It's
it
just
was
ramped up.
going through it as a group this year was great. Like, it was really fun, and it was scary and it's intense. It was just, it was different compared to like when we did it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But then Brave It Alone or Dare It Alone, whatever it's called, I don't know. I don't know. Never
Well, when
again.
we went, because we went for my birthday in 2019 or something.
That was the first thing I did with you guys as well.
Yeah, and literally like we'd done the maze and we're like, we can't do this on our own.
Yeah,
What a ridiculous thing to
chaos.
suggest.
Chaos.
Why would we put ourselves through that? So
Pure
we paid
chaos.
for the VIP tickets because it was my birthday, and then we're like, no, we're
Yeah.
not going to do
We
that.
actually bitched out.
Yeah, Mike from Scare Chat was like, no, you got it, and we're like, no, we're not going to get a Domino's and
We-
go
yeah.
back. To, go back and
We
go
got
back.
pizza,
Like,
we went
what
straight
ridiculous!
home.
Why would we do? What on earth would possess us to do us on our own? And obviously, it's got a bit more extreme now, I think.
Yeah,
so,
I don't even want to talk about it. To be
yeah,
honest. It was,
no.
it was
I'm gutted I didn't go.
I'm glad.
Was that for the ScareCon Aftershock or something?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I do want to do ScareCon next year. It's at Thorpe Park, isn't it?
I hope so. Cool.
It is.
I've not done like a proper ScareCon event either. Like I've never
No,
been
that's
to
what
ScareCon,
I mean.
so
Yeah, I think the tickets come out next week.
I
Exciting.
feel like I'm stealing your
I
spotlight there.
swear. No, I was just gonna say. I swear they've been saying it's gonna be at Thorpe Park
Yeah.
for the past 3 years.
No, but it actually is this time.
Is it not Traumatica?
They said it was going to be Extreme Screen once.
I hope it's in the UK. I ain't going abroad anytime soon.
I think they did a
Just
scare.
before you leave, Ellie Hyams, what is your New Year's resolution?
Go to more parks abroad. I've
Gosh.
not been to. The only park I've been to abroad, thank you, The only park I've been to abroad.
Come Halloween Horror Nights.
I really want to go.
Come then.
Are you going to fund it?
That's a good point. I'm definitely not going to fund that.
I did like Disneyland Paris in October last year, but like that's sort of like the only European park I've done. Like I've never done anything like
I haven't done
Fantasyland
anything
or
like that though. So.
any others.
Get those creds up.
I know.
Efteling.
Thanks for
Big
having me. It's been a
things,
lovely experience.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again. Thanks for having me. Goodbye. Nice to see you all.
Bailey, come and sit down. You haven't done a motion track and a verti for a minute.
Oh, you know what? I've got a new laptop.
You ain't got
No,
the
that
full
one
game.
edit
Yeah.
you did was levels at Towers.
I was
at
going
one
through
time.
vertis.
The Vault-
I was
the
going through
Vault day.
vertis the other day.
Yeah.
Cracking.
Thank
I
you,
think
bro.
Energyland is one of my favourite ones.
Oh, I don't know why, but that vid is so smooth.
Which one?
Hi,
What
peeps.
song is it?
I've
Oh,
returned.
NBC.
Heartbeat loud. So good.
Which other ones do I like? If you don't know what I'm referring to, go on Archie's Instagram, look at his
Highlight
story
reels.
highlights. Look how hard. Look at mine as well. What other ones? Well, what's your favourite verti you've made? Here's a question for you.
It's probably the Alton Towers one. No, it's
The OG
was
one,
yeah.
Mine of a Dragon.
Insane.
That went crazy, didn't it?
Oh my
How many
God.
views has it got now?
On Twitter, it blew up in like Bulgaria or some random
Somewhere
place.
mad.
So it got like hundreds of like retweets.
It was crazy. I remember that, and you were just literally there like, what?
It was a week after I posted it or something. I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
just blew it, didn't it?
blowing up. But
That was a good day.
I
That
think
was
my
mad.
Was
highlight-
that the day that...
That
Yes.
was the day.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
The greatest day.
Still got
Yeah.
the memorabilia in my room.
Yeah, man. We put it on our Christmas tree.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
The wood. Yeah.
The wood.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to incriminate
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, it'd be all good. It was a long time ago.
It was a while ago.
Oh yeah, notes. We had Q&A from some people.
We-
Some of the
we had
questions
a
that
few
obviously
questions,
can't ask
yeah.
Do we know
because our
who's
fans are great.
anyone who has asked us questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you very
for
much.
interacting with us.
A
A dead
Legends.
channel. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
a
literally.
channel that hasn't been active for 2
Almost
years.
dead and buried channel.
Almost.
God bless.
Reanimated now.
We've come
Oh,
out of
maybe.
SBNO just for you.
Yeah. Most anticipated cred of 2023. So this could just be to you or new cred that's opening. Let's do both of them. So what new cred for you looking forward to, and what new coaster are you looking forward to that's opening next year, this year?
Oh.
There isn't many actually. Let's just scrap that.
No, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to ride it, but I'd love to ride the new Batman roller coaster at
Oh,
Warner
Batman
Madrid.
coaster.
What
Like
is
the
it?
Batman
Yeah.
Velocicoaster thing.
Yeah.
It's like an Intamin multi-launch. It's like Velocicoaster,
It
but
looks
in
stunning.
Europe.
Nice.
So, and the trains look beautiful.
Oh, I've seen the trains. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they badly photoshopped them out, and then someone unphotoshopped them.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. If I can do it this year, I'd love to do it.
I'd vouch to say either that or to Tatis at Park Asterix, which
Nice.
again I don't think I'd get to do. I don't know if I'll get to do either, but they both look stunning.
Yeah.
So I'd love to either of them. But if neither of them, I know it's not a cred, but whatever Jewel's about to become at Towers,
Wicked.
I'm very excited
Yeah.
for that.
For sure. That's
Um,
probably my most anticipated dog.
Mm.
100%. Mine's either Flying Dutchman at Efteling
Wow.
or Symbolica.
But
Ooh.
hard.
have you got a trip planned?
Yes.
Wow.
Not booked yet.
Cool.
But I'm thinking like April. April. I nearly said March, but everything's still shut in March. Well, all this stuff is closed. Best dark ride in the world. Now, we'll do 2. This is from Parks and Pints. Thanks, Parks and Pints.
Big up.
So we'll do one that you haven't ridden and one that you have ridden.
Sure.
They can be the same if you want, but they don't have to be.
How would they be the same if you haven't written it?
No, I mean the one that you want to ride or haven't necessarily ridden.
For me personally, the one that I have ridden, it's got to be Rise of the Resistance. I've done the
Ooh.
Florida one,
Yeah,
and
it doesn't get better.
it
does
was. I did it. I was lucky enough to do it 3 times actually, and I loved it. Like it was jaw dropping. The scale,
literally
Wow.
like
on your documentary is literally there like.
no, it's honestly those reactions are so genuine.
Yeah.
We were just my heart skipped a beat every time I saw.
Do you want to hear a cool fact about Rise of Resistance?
Go on.
That I've heard is a fact and I can't believe it. So do you know there's no actual light in that building? Every piece of lighting is projection mapped. So it's not actually lit. It's just projection mapping. How clever is that? Bit of a
It
nerdy fact
baffles
for
me.
you. It's
Technology
crazy.
there
isn't it?
baffles me.
Big money stacks.
Yeah, for sure.
Mental.
And
But
then
worth every penny by the looks of it.
Oh, easy. But I think the one that I haven't ridden that I'd love to is probably Pirates of the Caribbean in Shanghai. The
Big one, yeah. The one where it reverses and stuff like that.
Wow,
Crazy.
The POVs of that look ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I imagine to ride it is different leagues.
Mm.
Okay, one I haven't done.
Darkest Steps.
Love
That
Hurts. Wait.
amazing, stunning. Oh no, not Love Hurts. I'm only saying this one because Tom Garden and Regan Williams never stop talking about
I know
it.
exactly what you're gonna say now.
Men in Black, Universal.
So good.
It looks sick from what I've heard.
And what about Money Freedom?
I want to have Ridden. Jewel, because I never lose at it.
That is a
Hard.
threat. This man has just put you all to the test.
Yeah, I'd smoke anyone at Jewel.
There he is.
If, I mean, we don't know what's going on with it, but like,
Yeah. Will we have the shooting?
Two blaster,
aspect
you know.
anymore? Gosh.
Two
yeah.
blaster.
No, to Terror Team.
Paintball.
Paintball.
Don't say that.
You know what?
Airsoft.
Modern Warfare 2, like, anything.
Favourite best dart ride in the world I've ridden, controversial one and slightly out of pocket one is Terror Castle at Breen.
Ooh.
The best ghost train I've done by far, because it's genuinely scary. And one I want to ride. There's too many. Mystic Manor, Rise of Resistance, Mummy. Is that classed as a dart ride? Maybe.
Sure.
What others are there? There's just good dart rides everywhere, really. Symbolica, obviously. I could go on at Shore Day. Nemesis of Terror. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. man.
For now.
Yeah,
Maybe. Who
Beast of
knows?
Terror.
Where was better to work, Towers or Extreme Scream?
Ooh, hang on. What did you just say?
What did you say?
What did
I'm
you
gonna
just
have
say?
to. I'm gonna have to go watch this whole thing back. I can't believe man. Where was better to work, Towers or Extreme Scream? I suppose we can both speak about this, but my Towers work is a bit different, I guess. So maybe not.
I can
Me-
say
you
Extreme
go.
Scream because I haven't worked at Alton Towers as an actor, so I'm gonna
For
say
me,
that.
Towers.
Are Extreme
levels.
Scream good to work for?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I
definitely.
love some of the best nights of my life. Some of those funny nights.
sure,
of my
for
life.
sure.
Yeah. No. To be fair, it was a good time.
I
yeah,
did bump into
That's how
Ellie
we-
though,
that's how
so
we met
it
Ellie.
wasn't that good, was
Yeah.
it? Like,
Honestly, that Christmas do, I
joking.
wish I hadn't gone.
Chill.
Yay!
love you, really. But
Shout out Ellie.
I love it. That's
So
true.
take Towers or Extreme. I don't think this is fair.
Towers,
They're different. They're
Towers.
very different
The
things.
thing is, Towers is just so much more structured, and it feels a lot more personal because each maze at Towers is refined to like their own like green room, whereas at Extreme Scream, you could be getting changed to perform in like Ash Hell next to someone that's getting changed to perform in the Village or something. And it just feels so weird.
But do
It's
you
so-
it's
get
just different, isn't it? I think.
It's
chip
very
butties
different.
at the end of the night at Alton Towers?
You get Magic HQ breakfast at Alton Towers.
You got me.
That's getting me on. That's the best quizzy ever. If we could have any horror writer or director design a scare maze completely from scratch, who would it be?
You go first. I know who you're gonna say.
No, I'm not going to
Yeah,
say
I
the
know
J
exactly
word.
who he's gonna say.
What?
Really, you're not.
I'm going to say. Ooh,
I'm not. I'm gonna spin it.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna do something new.
I've got two very different.
Go on.
Jordan Peele, obviously.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Tarantino.
Oh,
Ooh,
crikey.
ooh.
Different.
Yeah.
Or Scorsese, maybe.
Ooh.
I can't imagine either of them doing like
Same.
a horror,
Be different.
but
though,
that would be
wouldn't it?
interesting. Yeah.
But it'd be like a gore maze, not like a
Yeah,
horror
yeah.
maze, I think. What about you?
I'm torn between two, but I have kind of just thought of a third one as well. Either Tim Burton. I feel like it could be that would
Mate,
be sick
I'm a massive fan.
aesthetically.
Wow.
That would be amazing. Or
Wednesday.
yeah, or James Wan could do a sick one.
He's
He would
he's
do a sick
overpowered,
James Wan.
man.
Yeah, or
That man's horror IQ
exactly
discography.
Eli Roth.
mad.
Be
Or-
sick.
Sam Raimi.
I agree. Evil Dead, love it.
Exactly.
For me, Ari Aster, new wave horror director. He's working a lot with A24 at the moment. He did Hereditary and Midsommar.
Midsommar. Imagine a
okay.
Midsommar maze.
Why not match
Yeah.
the two? And he's got a new one out with Joaquin Phoenix, which I've heard has a bleep this in it. So why don't you put those three movies into a horror maze?
He's keen now.
Yeah,
How cool would that be?
I'm listening.
Like a wacky, like crazy, over the top.
You know what I mean?
Fuck's sake.
Like an A24 maze.
You have to cut that.
I think A24 maze would be great.
Just fix it up.
Right.
Oh.
I could have said myself because I've written a horror.
Go on, boss.
Sorry.
Didn't I? Radcliffe, didn't I, Bailey?
You wrote Radcliffe?
Yeah,
What was it
we
about?
did a horror story, yeah.
What was it about?
Yeah. Did I write that?
Yeah.
I didn't
the Wreck.
direct it though, Tom Foster
Horror
directed
at
that.
the Wreck.
Tell us, yes.
No, it was what was it? It was It was. She went into the woods. I love how I wrote it, and I can't remember
No
the story.
joke, Wood.
I went into the.
That's not a joke.
She went into the woods, a photographer,
Yeah.
to go on camp. Left the wildlife camera out, and obviously someone stole the camera and like took videos of her in the night. And then she got back to her car, opened the laptop, plugged it in, and there's loads of photos of like spooky shit. And then she gets abducted.
Didn't you ever put Dash in the back of the car?
Oh yeah, she's in the back of the car screaming, and people were walking past like, "What's going on?" We're like, "We are filming."
Mad.
Good fun shoot, to be fair.
What woods in
And we've got photos of her with tape round her mouth and we're there like that. But yeah, good film.
No one's seen her since.
Oh god, she has moved to London just to clarify. Yeah, she's never working with us again after
Love
that.
it.
I'd love to see that.
Last question, which will nicely wrap up the episode, to be fair, is: are we going to start vlogging?
This one was followed up with, by the way, your cunt, love you. By yours truly.
Oh, did you ask this
So,
question?
Are we going to start?
This is a very good
content?
question, which we
Are we
actually
gonna
haven't
do
spoke
content?
about. What we're going to do after this.
We haven't.
I think the simple answer is no. I noticed that I can't see us vlogging because it's just time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. As
yeah.
much as it was fun at the time, we just don't get out enough. Really.
Fair.
You've got your channel, which is like going to be your priority
It's rare that we go out as drop
as a
team.
group.
to-
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
what I was going to say. Like, I feel like for us to be the drop, we have to be together because we all bounce off each other. I don't feel like it feels.
So it could be
It's
something
good.
at some point for all we know.
Maybe,
but then
yeah,
it's like,
maybe, but
would we
But
rather
I'd
spend the
rather
time?
say no and drop one than say yes, and
Yeah.
like let people. Well, I won't be letting anyone down, obviously.
But if we're in a place like a park or something that's theme park related or scare related, and it's
And we've got a
literally-
camera in our hand.
and it's
and we're all-
literally just
yeah,
us,
just whatever.
that would be for the drop.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So who
Um,
knows?
As for the future of the channel, I don't really know. I would like to do some more of the What Once Was because that was a lot of fun.
That was
I liked
sick.
having them little projects where I'd spend months and months doing something and make a thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I have got one
But
in the bag, which I'm gonna release.
wowee,
So yeah, I think to be honest, I probably will release some of them
why not?
because they were fun.
Life's too short.
And as for anything else, I don't really know. It's just going to be like on a whim if we do.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to do this once a year as like an end of year like recap.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it'd
been
be
nice
fun.
That'd be
chatting
sick,
through.
yeah.
But I don't want to make any like promises for us not to because the thing is, it's not that we don't want to. It's just that we're all so busy. Like
Big
I
time.
don't know what I'm going to be doing this year really because I've got so much stuff up in the air with work and finishing uni. So I'm on my third year at uni, about to I'm graduating fairly soon, and the workload is silly. I'm not graduated yet, guys. Let's wait. So
Next episode.
yeah, next episode. Oh, it's all right, mate. So yeah, I, the honest answer is I don't know. Like
Just keep an ear out,
Just-
eye out.
yeah,
Or
just
watch
do
the
whatever.
space.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Watch
we
the
might.
space.
We might do whatever, but there's going to be nothing set in stone. Apart from the What Once Was, I would like to do more of that because that was fun.
Twas.
And more like, I like doing the film stuff, like the stuff you spend time. Like I did enjoy doing the vlogs, but I feel like at that time it was perfect because we were seeing each other a lot. You were in knots. We were all three of us were in knots.
Mm.
You know, we had fairly regular
We're
routine
accessible,
lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whereas now none of us have.
I've ran away.
True.
Archie
Same.
moved down south. Not his fault, poor bastard. So
I am.
that's just the south. Anything south of Watford Gap, you're fucked basically.
Oh, Watford Gap.
Sorry, Bailey.
I
But-
love
Putting out
Watford
there.
Gap
Watford
so
Gap is
much.
Goated
shit.
services.
It's
Love
incredible.
Watford Gap.
So yeah, I don't know is the honest answer. I expect to see What Once Was or two. I've done half of one which we spoke about the other day actually, which you might get involved with, which is fun.
Oh, have you already started on it?
I've nearly finished the script.
Wow.
Ooh.
Bosh.
Lovely.
So I don't know is the honest answer. So yeah, anything else you want to add? Plug your shit. Plug your shit.
Yo, my name's Arch Nemesis. I am Archie Music on Instagram, Twitter, and you can
Wait, you make music.
find my. If you want to check out my theme park music stuff,
Go to Chessington. Go to Thorpe Park. Go here. Go there.
thank you, Tommy. And then you can also head to YouTube and type in Archie Music Productions or AMP, and you can find like the trailer soundtrack or lots of other cool soundtracks I've been working on. Thank you.
So we've got Zac on terraforming.
Yeah.
Go
Zac,
back to
fireworks
terraforming.
vlog 2015. The GoPro's still stuck in his pocket. If you know, you
Yes,
know.
I've never recovered it from my pocket.
Still in there.
Still
Some
there.
say.
Still there.
Well, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Music.
You do
I'm doing
music as
bits of
well.
music
Yeah,
as
plug your
well.
music.
It's not quite
I
on a
didn't know you
similar
did music
scale.
though.
I mean, I've been doing all sorts.
Zac's just released a fucking really good album. To be fair,
It's
everyone needs to run that
so
up.
sick.
It's so nice.
It's called
If
Rain
literally,
Cages
if
by
you
Young
want-
Auntie.
If you want the perfect album to like edit to, write to, study to, whatever, that is the album.
If you like
it's
Stranger
so
Things
nice.
as well, like there's no
It's
excuse.
very Stranger Things.
It's so
inspired,
nice.
yeah.
If you like Stranger Things, you'll like this. So check it out.
It's called Rain Kid. It's by Young Auntie.
We'll
That's my
link it all
name.
in the description.
Sure.
What am I doing? Catch me on Spin Jam? No, not really. No. What am I doing? That's a good point. Making videos. Doncaster Fear Factory.
Yes, yeah.
That's it really.
Find Tommy.
Got some music videos.
Find him on the beef calendar as well.
Farm and Beef Calendar. King Henry VIII. chilling.
You can't escape.
No, never. Shout out to Parks and Pants for that.
That was a moment. That was a moment.
Music videos. What else we're doing? We've got any other shit planned? Yeah, no. Just Doncaster. Supposed to do some stuff with Dr. Fright, but that didn't work out.
Spits here and there.
Just bits and bobs. Yeah, not on that.
Not saying that.
I'm
Oh,
staying in
that.
Nottingham because I keep it real.
I'm stuck in Stonk on Trunk now.
Well, I might be back at Alton Towers this year. I don't know. I'm back in Stoke now.
You know.
But no, I don't know what's going to happen with Alton Towers next year is the honest answer. So, we'll see. You might catch me at Alton Towers, you might not. So go anyway.
Mysterious man.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
been a
for
ride.
watching. Thanks for listening.
And if you're still here after 2 years, if you're still here for
Facts.
2 years and like 2 hours, that's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here now.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
You're a real one.
So thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next year.
Bye guys. Lots of love.
For sure.